You ever look at someone incredibly successful and just wonder what separates them from everyone else? I mean, really separates them. It's a question we all ask, right? Well, today, we're going to dig deeper than just the usual headlines. We're talking about deconstructing the actual blueprint, the core habits that fuel that kind of billion-dollar level success. We're going to get right into the engine that drives these people.
So, is there some secret code to all this? I mean, you see these huge success stories pop up, and you can't help but think, have they figured something out that I haven't? Is it just pure genius, dumb luck? Or, and this is the important part, is it something more real, something tangible that you and I could actually learn from and use?
Well, here's the thing. It's really not some secret code locked away in a vault somewhere. It's more like a blueprint. Yep, a blueprint. Just a set of foundational principles and habits that anyone can follow. And when you put them all together, they create this incredibly powerful system for getting things done. So you ready? Let's break that blueprint down.
Okay, so let's start with habit number 1. This is the foundation. I mean, the absolute bedrock that everything else is built on. And it's this: relentless learning. Now, I'm not just talking about picking up a book every once in a while. For these folks, learning is a core part of who they are. It's like breathing.
And this right here, this is a huge mindset shift. You know how most of us think learning is done once we're out of school? Yeah, they don't see it that way at all. For them, knowledge is an investment, just like putting money in the stocks or real estate. They are constantly, and I mean constantly, upgrading their own internal software, their skills, how they understand new tech, their insights into other people. It never stops.
So how do they actually pull this off? Well, it's kind of a three-pronged attack. First, they devour books. It's like downloading decades of someone else's wisdom right into your brain. Second, they find mentors to get that one-on-one guidance and, to help them sidestep the common mistakes. And third, and this is so important, they learn by doing. They get their hands dirty, they test things out, and they learn just as much from their failures as they do from their successes.
Okay, but here's the catch. Having all the knowledge in the world doesn't mean a thing if you don't do anything with it. So if that relentless learning is our foundation, then habit number 2, discipline and consistency, that's the engine. This is the power source that turns all that potential energy into real, actual results you can see and touch.
And this is where we get to one of the biggest myths about success. We all love the story of the one big break, right? That single genius idea or that one lucky moment that just changes everything overnight. But the reality, honestly, it's way less glamorous. It's all about the daily grind. It's the compounding effect of doing small, consistent, disciplined things day in and day out.
So what does that look like in practice? It's like a simple, powerful loop. First up, they stick to routines. This helps automate a lot of the small stuff so they're not wasting mental energy on it. It gets rid of that decision fatigue. Second, they're absolute wizards with their time. They focus on what's actually effective, not just whatever is screaming for their attention. And finally, they have this incredible, relentless focus. They're masters at tuning out all the noise and just honing in on what's truly going to move the needle.
All right, so we've got our foundation of knowledge and the engine of discipline. What's next? Well, habit number 3 is the amplifier, and that is networking and value creation. This is the secret sauce for taking all your individual hard work and scaling it up into something that has a massive impact. And just look at this number. This really shows you a fundamental shift in how they think. See, the goal isn't just to make $1 million. The goal is to positively impact 1 million people. They're thinking on a whole different level, a level of scale and service. They get that real, lasting wealth is just what happens when you create widespread positive influence.
And how do they do that? Through what you could call the network effect. But let's be clear, this is not about collecting a bunch of business cards at a conference. This is about building real, genuine, strong relationships. It's about surrounding yourself with an entire ecosystem of talented, driven people. And why? What's the point of this amazing network? It's to focus all that combined brain power on solving big, important problems for everyone.
And this really gets to the heart of it. Their main obsession isn't the wealth itself. It's about making that value created bar as ridiculously high as they possibly can. The wealth gained part, that's just a natural result. They've figured out a fundamental truth of the universe. Wealth always follows value, always.
So, we've walked through their blueprint, right? But now, let's talk about you. Because honestly, the whole point of looking at a blueprint isn't just to admire it. It's to figure out how you can start building with it, even if it's just one piece at a time.
So let's put it all together. What is the success blueprint? It's the compounding result of these 3 habits all working together. You've got relentless learning, which gives you the fuel. You've got consistent discipline, which turns that fuel into action. And then you've got that focus on massive value creation, which just amplifies everything you do exponentially. See how each one builds on the one before it?
So there you have it. We've laid out the framework, we've broken down all the parts, the blueprint is officially in your hands. So now there's really only one question left to ask. What are you going to build first?